Hey guys, so it's been like nearly a week since my last update. I figured I should probably record something for the vlog. So I guess what did I officially started this diet on the 2nd or 3rd, and it is the 19th. So, I'm just a few weeks in, not a whole month in yet. And today was really hard. Actually, this whole week has been really hard. So today at the gym, we had to do some rope climbs, and I haven't done rope climbs since before I started the diet. And I know that you expect there to be some overall physical weakness when you're going ketogenic. But today was awful. So the way it worked is that we would do 4 rope climbs, 40 shoulder to overhead movements with a barbell. So, just taking the weight and getting it from here to there. And then 3, 30, 220, 110. Yeah. And I was already bad at rope climbs. I've only just recently been able to get up a 15-foot rope, which was really difficult for me anyway, because one, I have a really horrendous fear of heights. It really unsettles me to be more than like like 5 feet off the ground. Getting to the top of a high ladder makes me start to panic, and getting to the top of the rope, while like, hey, that's great. For the first time ever in my life, I climbed a 15-foot rope. It's still scary up there, and I don't have a lot of grip strength in my hands and my feet like some people do. I I've only recently started doing that length of rope climb, and so I had to do them today, and it was so bad. Like on the initial 4, I got through 2, and by the time I got to the top of the second one, like I started to freak out really bad because I was losing my grip. Um, I barely touched the top of the rope, and then getting down was horrifying. I was absolutely sure I was going to fall, and I have fallen off one of these ropes before. Actually, I think it was maybe the last time that we did rope climbs. I fell from halfway up the rope, which isn't like a huge height, but it was scary, and you can hurt yourself even falling from a short distance off of a rope. And so everybody else in the class had already moved on to the weight movements, and I'm still like struggling to get up this rope. And eventually, I gave up. I gave up on the rope climbs. Like instead, I did like a scaled version, which is where you don't leave the ground. You lower yourself flat back to the ground and pull yourself back up a few times. And that's the only way I was able to finish the initial 4. And then by the time I was midway through the 40 shoulder to overheads, everybody else was on the 30. When I got back to the rope climbs, I was determined still. I got up the rope once and then got midway up the second time, and I just couldn't do it. I tried it one more time, barely got up the rope, and I just said, screw it. Except I didn't say screw it. Swore really loud, which in CrossFit, everybody swears a lot, loudly. And I went to doing the scaled version. Made it through the 30 shoulder overheads, and by that time, everyone else had finished long ago. It was nearing 15 minutes, and that was the time cap. So I got back to the rope with about a minute left to go, and I just couldn't do it. Like I got like three-fourths of the way up that rope, and everybody was like trying to cheer me on and say I could do it, and trying to give me that confidence boost, but I couldn't. Like I got three-fourths of the way up there. I felt, I knew that if I tried to get any further up that rope, I would fall. I knew it. Because I just couldn't, I couldn't take my feet off the rope to reposition myself. If I did, my hands were going to give out, and I was dropping 12 feet to the floor, and there's no way. So I slid down the rope and just collapsed on the floor, and I felt awful because everybody else finished, and I felt so defeated. I just wanted to go out to my car and cry and just be angry because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and I, I know that I'm still new to these rope climbs, and the other people who did finish were also doing scaled right from the beginning because they can't do rope climbs at all. But man, it hurts. It hurts. It makes me feel like I want to stop. Not with like going to CrossFit and continuing with all that. I love it, but I know a huge chunk of it was that I'm experiencing this weakness from starting out on ketogenic eating, and I wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts and just get a box of 12 and eat them and cry. I wanted to do that all week. This week has been such a struggle. All I've wanted to do is eat sugar. At work, we've had like all these things. We had a snow day or a snow scare here in Alabama, and of course everyone panics, and because the kind of job that I work at, we don't get to go home when it snows. We have to bring more people in if there's a weather scare because all of our clients start to close for a few days, and then we're inundated with calls, and it's really difficult for us. It's the worst time to work in what I do. But anyway, the owner of the company had, in case we got snowed in, we didn't. She had bought all of this food for us, like peanut butter and these soups and sandwich fixins, and a bunch of other things, chips, all these things that I wanted so bad, but I couldn't have. And I stayed away from them, but it was still so difficult. And then yesterday at work, I said to one of my coworkers, I just want a damn gummy bear. Meanwhile, she's got this whole bag of Sour Patch Kids, which is one of my favorite candies. I love Sour Patch Kids. I love gummy anything. I am known to go to like World Market where they have the German gummies that you don't get anywhere else. I love those, and I will buy like 6 bags of these different gummies, and they'll be gone in like 2 or 3 days. So that's all I've wanted. I've just wanted gummy bears so bad. But I've stayed strong, and it's been a struggle. I thought like last week I was going through like a difficult part of the transition, but no, this week has been the difficult part of the transition. And there are like still Oreos in the house, double stuffed Oreos, which is one of my favorite things, and a bunch of Christmas candies, chocolate turtles and pralines and things that were baked and still left over. And it's just been a struggle to not want to give up. because I feel like my body is screaming, you need sugar, you need sugar. We can't do these things that you want to do because there's no sugar. There's no carbohydrates in you anymore. And I just have to make it through. I just have to make it through. I'm gonna drink my Diet Pepsis that I got on the way home out of self-pity, and I'm just gonna power through it and keep going. And maybe when I hit a full month on this, maybe I'll give myself a cheat day. I don't know. I feel like that would be going backwards. But until I start seeing the results that I want, I just gotta, I gotta look past all the candy and the bread. I just want rice. I want to go to Panda Express so bad. Maybe that's what I'll do. In a month, or rather after I've gone through a month of this, maybe I'll go to Panda Express and get the brown rice and the orange chicken and the Beijing beef, because they are all full of sugar. And that's how maybe I'll reward myself for one day before I get back on it. We'll see. I don't know. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. Hope everything's going well for you, and I'll see you later.